Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address. So please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Residual Rainbow by Nell Gwyn. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Right, let's read the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9, once each, on every row, column, and 3x3 box. Every line in the grid is a modular line. In other words, any run of 3 cells must contain 3 digits with different remainders divided by 3. One from 147, one from 258, and one from 369. In addition, each of the following constraints applies to exactly one line in the grid. German whisper, adjacent digits must differ by at least 5. Entropic, any run of 3 cells must contain one low and 1, 2, 3, one medium 4, 5, 6, and one high 7, 8, 9. Right. Region sum. Box borders divide the line into segments which have the same sum. Parity. Adjacent cells must contain one odd and one even digit. Right. That's it. Sip of tea. Restart. Right, so all of those are modular lines, which means that if you take any 3 consecutives, they would have one from 147, one from 258, and one from 369. Which means that we know that I'm trying to figure out which line I should start with, and I really have no idea. Let's try with this one. It has more in the same cell. I don't know if that matters. Oh, we get a digit. So if we assign a color to each of the sets, we don't know which color is which set, but we do know that we have 3 sets. To continue the same constraint along the whole line, we need to keep on repeating the colors in the same sequence. So we know that all of these would be green, all of these would be pink, and all of these would be orange. Right. The same applies everywhere, but I can't. I'm gonna have to use different colors if we want to put it everywhere. But this was just to illustrate what we're dealing with. Right. Now we have to understand, I guess, which of the others works where. So if we take this one in particular, could it be a German whispers line? I'm not sure why it couldn't. I am not sure why it couldn't. Right, well, this one isn't. All right, let's go through them one by one, because we're going to do that on all of them. Any run of 3 cells must contain one low, so it's the same, except that then we would have these, for instance, exactly from, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, 8, 9. How would that going to work? Because we have 147, 258, and 369. So it has to be a line that is not more than 3 in each box, right? Because it has to repeat the same digits. That's the only way it could be entropic and modular at the same time. Am I mistaken? I don't think so, because if a cell is from 147, it's either from 1, from 4, or 7. And if it's, say, if it's 1, suppose this is 1, and we go there. So it has to be again from 147. But if it's entropic as well, then it has to be 1, because that's the only intersection between them. Right. Okay, so this one isn't entropic either. Right. It's not region sum because, well, the minimum sum here is the sum of 6 digits, which is 28. It's 21, sorry, which is 21. And we have here a single, well, two of them actually. All right, okay. Well, this one is definitely not entropic because these would have to be equal. In any case, that doesn't work. So even if we don't consider the fact that there would have to be 2 digits. In any case, this is not a region sum. Is it parity? Adjacent cells must contain one odd and one even digit. I don't see how that could be a problem. Right, how could that be a problem? Oh, yeah. Odd and even. Because they're always opposite, right? If this is odd, this is even, this is odd, right? So if this is odd, even. So if we take 1, 4, 7, that shouldn't be a problem, right? What am I missing? What am I missing? I don't know. What are the restrictions of having a parity line with a modular line? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So if this was 1, this could be 2, this could be 3, and then we would have 4, 5, 6, and then we continue. Can even start repeating digits if needed. I don't know. Right, so this one could be, at least as far as I can see, this one could be a German whispers line, and it could be a parity line. I didn't really look very closely at German whispers, but is there an issue with that? Well, one of them has 5, so we can't have all of them in the 3s in the same set, but I don't think we get to that point here, right? Because we can't have 5 on a German whispers line. It would need 10 or 0, right? But other than that, how would that work? Let's say this is 1. This would have to be 8. And then this would have to be 3. 7, 2, 9. Then we continue. We can repeat again. I don't know. Well, we can. 4 is difficult, but we only need 2 of each. So we don't ever need to use the 4, 5, 6. We don't ever need to use the 4, 5, 6. Let's have a look specifically at the parity line. No, sorry, at the entropic, because the entropic means that we are repeating the same digit every 3. And this wouldn't work. What about this one? This wouldn't work either. So this one can't be entropic either. This one? This one seems to be okay. I'm gonna have 2 that are possible. Seems like it. Because this one definitely works, right? Oh no, this one doesn't work. What am I talking about? Ah, okay. This one doesn't work. Because of this one. Ah, so this is definitely the entropic line. The combination of both. Okay. Right. So So this one has to be blue again, right? Because these are repeating digits. So we need blue here somewhere. This would have to be blue. We already have red. What about yellow? This one would be yellow. This one would be yellow, which is good, I guess. And that's about it. That's about it. Well, this doesn't have to be yellow, right? It has to be from the same set as yellow. Oh, what? All right. So now we definitely know that we have roping here, right? Then these three cells, well, digits would have to repeat here and there, and these three would have to repeat here. But how can I use that? How can I use that? And just knowing as well that these repeat, they could be anything though, right? Well, of course they can be everything. But they can't be everything if they can't be everything at the same time. So if we figure out one, we would be able maybe to start restricting the options from the other two. But to start with, they could be anything. Okay, this is not helping. Right, I need yellow. Can I do this? Does it matter? Yeah, I do need yellow here somewhere. And I need blue there somewhere. I don't know where red is. This is going to be difficult. Because I know that this one is from the same group, the modular group, as yellow, but it's not yellow. And so my other choice is to start using the family here the same. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. So we'll delete it here and we'll say yellow, red, yellow, and blue are specific colors, and these are the associated sets, right? So this one would be not this one, not this one. This one would be the same set as yellow, so that's pink. Does that help me though? Because I don't know what the others are. I don't know what the others are. That doesn't really help me, does it? Okay. A sip of tea while I consider my life choices. Life choices. So I do this for fun. In any case, I have no idea. How do I correlate these to those two? I don't know. Because we do need blue here, we do need yellow there. Oh, this one couldn't be yellow. That might be useful. This one couldn't be yellow, so I do need yellow here somewhere. Right. And one of those have to be, no, not necessarily. One of these as well. Has to be the third one from the set, pink set, but okay. Right. What is the other option? Region sum. Not the other option. The other. Region. This isn't region sum. That's interesting. It isn't region sum because this would have to be yellow, right? If these are the same colors. If this is a region sum, the same value, I mean. Because if it's a region sum, both of these would have to be equal to whatever we put there. So these would have to be the same color, and that's not possible. All right. This one couldn't be region sum either, because those would have to be the same, which means that this is a region sum. Interesting. Interesting. It's a minimum of 6. So these are from 6, 7, 8, 9. They're exactly the same digit as well. This is getting difficult. This is getting difficult. They're exactly the same digit. How does that help me? How does that help me? Now I know that this digit isn't any of those 3. Fine, interesting, but what does that mean? Oh, well, it does mean that blue is here somewhere. I don't know how that helps, but we'll get there. And they're from 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't really help me, does it? 6, 7, 8, 9 still is... They're exactly the same digit though, so these are the same set. Hopefully that's correct. It is correct. Okay. These are of the same set. Okay, we can't have 6 here. Yeah, but that doesn't eliminate anything, does it? As in, I can still have 9. Can I have 1, 2, 3? I can have 1, 2, 3. I can have 1, 2, 3 to get a 6. As long as the 3 is the third one. But okay, what can't I have? I can't have 1, 2, 4, for instance, right? Because 1, 2, 4 are of the same sets. So there is no 1, 2, 4 here, which means that there is no 7. Well, we eliminated something. Interesting. Interesting. We did eliminate something. Aha. Right. 8. 8 is either 1, 3, 4, which is not allowed, or 1, 2, 5. Oh, which is as well not allowed. Am I missing something? I'm not. 1, 2, 4 would use 2 from the first set, 1 and 4, which is not allowed, right? In 3 consecutive ones. And 1, 2, 5 does the same here. So there's no 8. Aha. Well, 9 should work, because in any case we could have 2, 3, 4, right? I guess that's the only one that works, isn't it? No, 1, 3, 5 would work as well. Okay. So, well, in theory, so would 1, 2, 6, but we couldn't have 1, 2, 6. Well, not here in any case, but here probably. Okay. So we know now that this is this set. Oh, not, I can't, and I know now that these are of the same set, which is great. Well, which is the same set we have here. But what do I know about that? I'm trying to figure out, or at least think about whether it's makes more sense to just pencil mark them or use a third color scheme. And I don't want to use a third color scheme. I'm already confused. So I'm going to pencil mark them and see what that gives me. These are from 369. Well, can't have 9, of course. All right, and we can't have 6. Oh, we can't have 9 because then this would be a minimum of 12. All right, so we actually get 2 digits. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, we're off. Hey, a sip of tea to celebrate. And this becomes a 6. And if that's a 6, then this couldn't be a 6 anymore. And this would have to be 9. Aha. That's good. And that means that these are 1, 2, right? To add up to 9. And these are, what? Oh, no, I don't know. I was going to say this is 1, 5, but no. This could be 2, 3. Sorry, 2, 4. So I don't know. Well, I mean, I can do that. I don't know if that helps, but I can do that. Okay, so this isn't 3, 6, or 9 blue, right? So blue is definitely not the set of 3, 6, 9. Okay. Can I say the same about anything else? It doesn't look like it. Because yellow is not 6 or 9, but it's not, but it could be 3, right? I don't see any place where. Right. Right. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can, no, yellow. I can try to figure out where yellow is in other places. Where is blue? Is that useful? Again, I don't think so. I don't think so. One of these is blue. How is that useful? It isn't. Okay. It isn't. 6. 6 is somewhere there. Could 6 be red? It looks like it. So maybe I've exhausted this region. So, well, no, I didn't. Then there are still those, but yeah, all I know is that this adds up to 9. Oh, this adds up to 9, but it has to be from. Yeah, okay, all of them. Of course, they all add up to 9. Well, I mean, not of course, but yeah, they do add up to 9. Ooh, I could have. That's interesting. That is interesting. That was another way of figuring out that these are the 369. Because if one of those was from the 369, only when I figured out that it adds up to 9, right? But now we know that if this was 3, this would have to be 6, right? We can't have 9 here. So, well, in any case, chicken and egg. I probably it's too late then because once I figure out that it's 9, yeah, in any case. Right. So I can't eliminate anything from here. Right. Right. Well, I know that these are as well not red, yellow, or blue. Why would that matter? They're not yellow. Well, I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, what am I still missing? I'm missing the parity and the German whisper. Parity and the German whisper. Parity and German whisper. I was going to say, I presume the short one works for everything, but why wouldn't it? Because it's a. I mean, if it doesn't work here, then why would it work there, for instance? I don't know. But in any case, German whispers should work, I think. Again, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. I don't see any reason. Blue is not on this line in any case, so that helps. I don't know why that helps. This is not 369. But it could be here. No, this is not 3 or not, but we could have 6. Hold on. We don't need blue on this. We could have 6. Yeah. We don't need blue on the line. Well, we can't have blue on the line, but we definitely don't need it. I'm not sure what I'm getting at. I probably have to go through this one again and see if it really works, because now I can't have 9. And I would need 9 because I don't know. I don't know. Oh, both of these are. No, I was going to say something stupid. Well, they're not 3 or 9, but we could have 6, right? We could have 6. I feel like it's close, but it isn't really, is it? I'm still missing some interaction between these. Why would I need 3 or 9 for any of them? Why would I need 3 or 9? I don't, right? If this is a German whispers line, then these are the same set. I'm just going to use this just for a second. And these are the other sets. That's the same color. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, this is good enough. What does that mean? Because I still have a place for 6. And even if I didn't, this could be 6, right? 6, 1. Doesn't look like there's a problem. Right. Do I need 9 and 3 for anything? Where is 4? 4 doesn't have to be on the line. Neither does 5, right? I could even fit 4, 5, 6 here with no problem. So what could be the issue? What could be the issue? Suppose I have to use 4, 5, 6, and I don't, I think. I could still start with 6, 1, right? 6, 1, and then anything? 7? No. Ooh, 6, 1 would need a 9. Well, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I can't have 6 because 6 would mean that this is 4. This is 4. 6 would mean that this is 4. Okay, 4, 5, 6 are not possible on on this line. Because if this is, yeah, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Okay, so I would have to have 6 here, and this would have to be 4, 5. Okay. But why would that matter? Oh, hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would that matter? 4, 5. Oh no, that's not what I mean. 4, 5, 6 from here. I shouldn't use. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. I can't have 4, 5, 6 on the whole line, because once I use them, they will have to propagate. No, they don't. No, no, no. What am I talking about? No, no, no. That's not correct. If this is 6, this would have to be 1. This would have to be 8. Then we could have 3. No, it blocks. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, how can I formulate that instead of going through the possibilities? How can I formulate that? Because we will need 7 somewhere, right? Can I have 7 somewhere? 7 needs 2 and 1 and 2. Ah, that's the problem, isn't it? Where can I put 7? Because I do need 7. Even if I don't use 4, 5, 6, then I would need 7 somewhere. Now I can start here with 7 though. If we put 4, 5, 6 out, and I start with 7. 7, 2 should work, right? 7, 2, 9, 1, 8, 3. Okay. Hold on. It is more difficult than I thought, right? Because I need to put all 3 here. So yeah. Suppose these are the high digits. These would be the low digits, right? One of these is 7. And so this has to be this one, because otherwise 7 would need 2, 3. And sorry, it would be 2, 1, and that is not possible. So this one would have to be 7. This would have to be 2, right? But 7 would mean that this is 1, and would mean that this is 7 again. No, yeah. 7 here would mean that this is 1 and this is 7 again. That's very interesting. And 7 here wouldn't work because it would require 1 next to it again. Okay. So effectively, right, I'm gonna need to do both of them, right? This could be 6, because we said 6 would need 1 would be okay. Then we don't need to put 7 anymore. That would be 8 and 9. But 6 would mean that this is 3. 8 and 9 is fine. No. There is no 8 and 9. 6 would mean that this is 3, and those would have, we can't have 9. Those would have to be 7. So there is no 6. And that would work everywhere, but I'll try it with the other. And we couldn't have 7 either, because 7 would require this one to be 7 again. So this combination doesn't work. And it's going to be the same. Oh. It's going to be the same if we do it the other way around. I'm pretty sure it's even worse, because if we put it like that, and this would be 7, 8, 9, would mean that 7 is between 2, and we would need 1 and 2, and we can never put 7 next to 1 because they're of the same set. Right? Yeah. Okay. So this is the parity line. And this one has to be the German whispers line. Did that help me though? I'm sure this is the parity line. What does that mean? Well, all right. Okay, let's have a look at the German whispers because it's more constrained. We couldn't put 7. We definitely can't put 4, 5, or 6 here, right? But we couldn't put 7 either. So this is from 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. Let's just bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. But one of those have to be from this set. So there's definitely a 1 here, right? And then we would need one of those. So there's definitely a 9. No, there isn't. I don't know. What do I know about this besides that? How would it work? How would it work? So if this one is 1, then this one has to be 7. And this one would have to be 2, but that's fine. This would be 8, right? Oh no, that wouldn't work. I can't have 2 and 8. Hold on. If this is 1, then this would have to be 7. Because it's the opposite. Of course, they always change set. Well, they always change the German whisper set. So high and low. So if this one is 1, then this one would have to be 7. But 7 would require a 2. And then we would need this one to be an 8. And that wouldn't work. So this one isn't 1. Okay. So now we know that yellow is not 147. Yellow is not 147. Just like we knew that blue isn't 369. Yellow could be from 369? Is that possible? So if this is 3, this would be 9. If this is 9, this would be 3. 3 would have an 8 and 1. Does this have to be the 1? This is the 1. I think so, because if this is 1, then this is 7 again, isn't it? And then 7 would need 3, and no, 7 would need 2, and this would have to be 8, and that's not possible. Right, so this one can't be 1 either. And this is 1. This is 1. So these aren't 2, 3 anymore. They are 8, 9. And these are, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they can't be 1. It's obvious. 2, 3, 4. Does all of it work? 4, 9. Oh no. We could have 4 on those, right? This is not correct. This is not correct. Because if this is 1, this could be... oh no, it couldn't be 4. Because we changed the cell. It is correct. Forgot why I didn't select 4 when I said this is 1. Why this has 7 and not 4? Because, like I said, we change sets, German whisper sets. Okay, so this is all correct. 8, 9, and these are from 2, 3, 4. But we could have 4, right? Right? Yeah. No, we can't have 4 because 4 is of the same set as 1. Okay, so these are 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and that still works for both of them, does it? Yeah, because 8, 9. Oh, right. This one is 2. Okay, that doesn't. It does mean that this one can't be 2 because those can't be of the same set. This is 3, which means that this is 3, 9, and this would be 8. Okay, we got something. Finally got something. These are 3. This is 2. This is 1. Right, which means that that has to be from the 2 set. So this is 5, 8. And this is, well, 4. No. Yeah, 4 is correct. 4 and 1. Can't have 7. Why can't we have 7? Because it's not 2. Why isn't not 2? No, it can be 2. Okay. We can't have 1. Right. So again, this is from 2, 5. And this is definitely 4 now, right? No, it's 1, 4. How? This is 1, 2, 5. So this has to be 1 and 5, right? Yeah, we definitely need a well, what am I talking about? Yeah, we can't have 1, 2, 5 anymore. We never needed 1. Yeah, of course, we have 3. So, oh, that was a while ago. No, I need 1, 5, 3. I can have 1, 5, 3 and 2. Come on. Okay. Okay. But I know now that 9 and 3 are purple. Those are purple as well. I don't need the yellow anymore. I'm gonna keep the blue because I know this is confusing, but bear with me. Bear with me. It is confusing, isn't it? It is confusing. Right, a sip of tea. So what do I know about blue? Blue is not 1, okay, but it could be 4 or 7. It's not 3, 6, 9, so we know that, but it could be 5, right? It's not 2 or 8, but it could be 5. We need to resolve these. I am so confused. I'm confusing myself with the colors, right? As I do have 9 here somewhere. I do have 9 there. This isn't 9 anymore. I don't know why I put 9 there. Oh, I've selected it with this one. Right. So this one is the parity one. How is that going to help me? This one is the parity one. I have to find one at least to start working on it. Okay, one of those is 2. That doesn't help, does it? That doesn't help. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look next. Where am I supposed to look next? Can't have 9 here, so it has to be one of those. That's enough space. That's enough space. I don't know much about, say, red, or it's only blue. I should figure out what blue is, right? Then we'll be good. One 8, and then we have another one here, but yeah. I don't know. One of these is 6. So one of these is 6. But blue can't be 6. Well, but we don't know if this one is blue. Okay, one of these is 6. So we need 6 here. Brilliant. One of these is 6. That's 3. That's 3. One of these is 3. So we can't have orange here, right? Because we already have blue, and one of blue is orange, and then we need one orange here and one orange there. But I don't know what these are, so that is not helping me. That is not helping me. One of these is 6 again. One of these is 6. What does that mean? Not much. Wow. If this one is does that work? I don't see why it wouldn't, right? Well, I know that this one isn't from 369. Okay, so this one isn't from 369. But besides that, do I know anything else? This one isn't from 369, yes. But no, this could be from 369. That's not really limiting it, is it? Close, no cigar. This would have to be 6 again. If this is 6, then that's 6. Oh yeah, well, so, oh, hold on. Does that mean that one of these is a 6? Yeah, it does. It does. No, because this one could be 3, right? Though it means one of these is a 6, right? Because both of these, this one could be 9. This one can't be 6. It can't be 3 or 9, but this one can be 9. Right, so where can we have 9 here? Because it's not in those. Yeah, but it can be there, right? Because if this is 6, this could be 9. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, correct. No, I forgot something. Well, I didn't forget it. I'm just not taking it into consideration because we do need to switch parity, right? So if this is 6, this is definitely 6. And this is definitely 6. It can't be 9, and we can't have 3 here because those are the same parity. And this is incorrect. This would have to be 6. Right. So the fact that these are 6 means that these are definitely one of those is 6. So if this one is 3, this wouldn't work, right? Because 3 would need 6 there, and this would have to be 9 or 3. That wouldn't work. Aha. So this isn't 3. Is that correct? Is that correct? If this one is 3, well, we can do either of them. We can even go here and say that this one would have to be 6, but that is acceptable, I guess. When you go to the other one, this would have to be 6. And that's already not acceptable. Yeah, so this one isn't 3. Okay. This one has to be 3. And if that one is 3, then those can't be 3. right? No, this could be 3 maybe. 6, 6, 9. Is that correct? 6, 6. No, that's 3. 6, 3, 6, 9. Yeah. Okay, so one of those is 3. One of these are 3. That's not as useful as I hoped. One of those is 6, which means that this isn't 6. One of these is 6. Again, less useful than you'd hope. Less useful than you'd hope. Um, It feels like close, but it's not really yet, right? Because I need 9 as well. And I presume if this could be 3, then it could be 9 as well, right? So if this is 9, then this is 6, and this is 6 again. And this would have to be 9. But 9 is in 3 places, unfortunately. Ah, bummer. As if those were 9, then we would know that this is definitely 3 or 9. But that's not true. Can we have 3 and 9 here? If this is 9 and this is 3, how would that work? Well, that wouldn't work, would it? Because I still need a 6 here, and this would have to be from 3, 9, or this one. Aha. That's interesting. So why? No, this could be 9. So this could be 9. So we'd have 6, 9. Yeah, of course. 6. No. That doesn't work anymore. Right? 6 here, 1, 2, 3 would mean that this is 9. 1, 2, 3 would mean that this is 6. So far, so good. 1, 2, 3 would mean that this is. Yeah. That wouldn't work. You know, that's just, we don't have to do all of that. Just having 6 here would mean that this is from 3 or 9, and that's not possible anymore. Since we've put 3 here. Well, it wasn't possible ever, so I just missed it. So this one has to be 6. Has to be 6. Which means that this is 3, 9. And it means that this is 6 again. Which means that one of those is 6. And it means that this is a 9. See, this is interesting. This is interesting. Right. I'm not sure how it's interesting, but we'll figure that. That's 9 as well, which means that that's 9 as well. Right. Right, and now I need a 9. Well, it's one of those. Okay. I need 9 in here, which means that this becomes a 9. That's the only 6 now. That's the only 6, which means that we definitely have 6 here. And this becomes a 6. Right. I still need to figure out what the rest are, right? I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I know now that this is even, so these would have to be odd, but it's 157. That's still right. Okay. Uh, what am I missing? What am I missing? Is there anything I can't have here? I can't. Can I have? Yeah, 1 5 is still allowed. This would be 7. That's not a problem, right? Still have to figure something out. I still have to figure something out. Right. One of those is red. Not sure how. This doesn't feel very important. Ah, these aren't blue. The blue isn't 1 or 2. It's not that. And it's not this. So this one is blue, whatever it is. Which means that this one is blue. Bear with me. One of these is blue. That's, it could still be 4. And one of these is blue is just not saying much, is it? It's not saying much. Right. Oh, red is not white. 1. So one of these is red. Which means one of these is red. And one of these is red. To have red in hold on, red could be 8. Red could be 8. I messed that up, right? Is there any problem with 8? I don't think so. This could be red. Okay. I have no idea. Okay. Anything else I need to figure out here? One of those is 248. That's not really interesting, is it? This has to appear here somewhere, and it has to appear there somewhere. Okay. I can't eliminate anything yet. I cannot eliminate anything yet. Oh, yeah. That could be useful. That could be useful. That's definitely useful. Definitely useful. Right, so if this one is to... No, I still don't know anything, right? No, I don't. I don't. All I know is that now this is 4 or 5, right? 4 or 5. Yeah. I need to resolve that. 4 or 5. Yeah, that still didn't... that still didn't help. Four or 5. Okay, what am I still missing here? I'm missing 8. So that's 8. That's 8. I think the fact that I didn't color these in and I'm still relying on those is probably a mistake, but that's not 8 anymore. That's not 8. Right. I need 2 here. Okay. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem. If that's not 8, we still don't know anything, do we? 2, 4 are from different, of course they are, from different sets. From different sets. Why can't I figure out where 3 is or 9? Feels like I should. It feels like I should. Hold on. I know what color that one is, don't I? Not that that matters, but it's not, it's the same color as, it's from the same set as red. So it has to be green. It doesn't really matter, but because I do have one of each set here, so those have to be one of each set. Yeah, that didn't help me, did it? That didn't help me because I still don't know what blue is. What am I still missing here? Well, 4, 5, of course, and 7. 4, 5, and 7. 4, 5, and 7. I need 1 here somewhere, and 2, 4, 5, 7. Okay, that's not... Wow, 70 minutes. 70 minutes. Oh, that's a 2 because we need 2 here, of course. That's a 2, which means I need 2 here somewhere now. So this becomes 2. Ah, finally. 5, 1. Aha. Aha. So all of these are now, but we need blue still. I don't think so. That's orange. Okay. We had 4 here required. That's all we know. Okay. And we can keep that in mind now. All right. Okay. 4 is orange, so 147 is orange. This becomes 7 though. And this becomes 5. Okay. 147 are orange. 147 are orange. Which means that 285 are green, which is what that is as well. Two, 8, 5 are green. So this is 5, which means that these are orange. This is green. And this one is orange, right? Yeah. Okay. And we said green was from 258, so it's not 4. 258, which gives me 5 here and 2 there. Okay. This isn't 5. Orange is 147, so that's 4. 147, that's not 5. 147, this is 7 actually, because we have 1 already. 5 was green and 2 as well. Right. So what was that? 5 or 8? It's not 5, so it's definitely 8. It's definitely 8. Right. This becomes another 2. Now this should be resolved, right? Hopefully. Hopefully. Not everything though. Okay. What am I still missing here? Missing something from 1, 7, and 2. Right. So this is 2. This would have to be 7, and this would be 1. Do I still need to do the colors? I don't know. Do we get all the 2s? No. This is a 2, which means, what does it mean? That's 4, and that's 4. This becomes 6 and 3. And I still need a 7 and an 8. A 7 and an 8. This isn't 4 anymore. This becomes a 3, so this becomes a 9. This isn't a 3. I need a 1 though, and I need another 8, which means that that's an 8. And that one is the missing 1. And I still need a 7 and a 5. This becomes, well, I need a 6, so 6 and 1. 6 and 1. I need 1 there. and 1 here. That's a 9. That's a 7. 7, 7. Ooh, 5, 5. Right. Aha. Aha. Do I want to go through them and see if they're correct? Well, this one is definitely correct, right? 834. 834. And this one is correct. What was that one? I forgot. Oh, the sum. It sums to 9. Yeah. And these are the parity. Right. Let's check it. Yay. That was brilliant. That was really brilliant. I hope that you liked it as well. And well, 75 minutes is par for the course for me. I would like to know how long it took you. And if you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe, maybe share. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.